On the internet, there's one store which could provide you ultra-luxury smartphone experience, such as this one, Oppo N5, the thinnest foldable smartphone in the world. Lifting the box, and appears to be a smartphone on the front. Let's put it aside, gently. And inside we do have charger, which is, I guess, 80 watts, and accessories. Which are SIM card tool, manual, cable, USB type A to C, and a case, white leather case. This is a pearl version, and it has that skin. Not sure if the camera can do the justice, but yeah. On the side, we do have a fingerprint sensor and a button, a physical button for 3 different positions. So the idea is to be the thinnest smartphone in the world, and I think it is compared to the iPhone 16. Now that is a huge difference, and when we fold in, then we have a similar thickness, and with such a similar thickness, it feels identical in your pocket, and that is something. With USB Type-C, there's no more room to get any thinner. On the front, it will greet us with a gorgeous screen. Opening the device, wow. Now that is a presentation. Check this out. This is the best screen I've seen ever in any smartphone. If we change the wallpaper, and there are many of them, they're all fantastic looking. This is a live wallpaper. And we also have more live wallpaper. We know those lives from the previous models. Steady wallpapers. I like this one. Gold looks really nice. That's simply beautiful. In the settings, there's an info about Snapdragon 8 Elite Mobile, 5600 silicon carbon battery, which is important. Silicon carbon is much better than the regular one. 16GB of RAM, which could be extended to another 12. Cameras are 50-50-8.8, performance booster, and more. Going to the display and brightness, there's a dark mode available. If we go to the maximum brightness, the device will get very bright, shockingly bright. Let's turn it down a little bit. Adaptive tone if you wanted to. Screen color mode, eye comfort, sleep. Display size, you can do it in small if you wanted to, but that will be a bit too small, I guess. Really good numbers in benchmarks. Also storage test, quite an impressive number. AI result. But if those numbers doesn't mean anything to you, I have a benchmark which will compare to Galaxy S24, which is 50% more powerful in single and way more in multi. That's the result. What does that mean? It means gaming. The game is in a full screen, which is like outstanding, and the quality is just wow. Damn. Super impressive. This is perfect for gaming, I guess. Woo! Oh, they got me. Camera, which is really good. We do have a master mode for Auto and Pro, so you can shoot in JPEG on RAW. In video, 4K 60 frames per second, which is really good with a super zoom. Photo, even more zoom, all the way to 120, which is super impressive. And a portrait, just like that. A preview mode, which is cool. And more, we do have movie, high-res, 50 megapixel, dual camera. Let me show you some samples. This motherfucker got all the way to 4K 60 frames per second from the front-facing camera. Is it going to overexpose the sky? It will when I'm out of the frame, should compensate quite quickly. Front-facing camera. It is wide, so pretty good for vlogging. Do have autofocus in front-facing camera. Well, hard to say. Let me Let me try with something else. Something like... No, that's... We leave. No, we don't. There is some details. Yeah, we do have a lot of details. But if you go to the macro, now... It's a little compromise between none and details. Pretty good. Impressed. You see, autofocus is quite expensive. So, what about the inner camera? Oh, and I noticed that we do have a voice noise cancellation. And change your sound to main subject. Do I sound better? Do you still hear those birds all around me? Inner camera is also with that noise cancellation, and it's a bit wider, I guess. A bit. Let me switch it off. I'm talking about the noise cancellation. Can I? Yes, I can. On the fly. Now it's off. Do we have autofocus? No, we don't, but you can still see a lot of details. Basically no macro, but details. And that is really cool. Anyway, full length of my arm. Is it going to overexpose the sky? Will, out of the frame. Maybe it's the same camera. Maybe. Switching to the main lens. Wide angle lens, video stabilization. And with such a wide angle, you can do all kinds of vlogging, just like that. Do we have autofocus in wide angle lens? We don't, so there is none. You can see some details, but there is no macro. Alright. Switching to the main lens, and then we do have a really cool autofocus. How advanced it is, it'll be a difficult task for the camera, but it came out really good. It didn't struggle with a round subject. And the zoom all the way to 18x. This is electronic zoom. I think 10 is the optical and 18 is electronic. I could be wrong, let me know in the comment below, but switching lenses during the recording is very smooth. Ooh, quite fun.
Be kind to the one who's yet to be. Make choices that set your soul free. Invest in the moments that are yet to come, and your future self will thank you one by one. Every decision, a thread in time, weaving a tapestry that's truly mine. A narrative unfolding page by page, a story of growth in every stage. Be kind to the one who's yet to be. Make choices that set your soul free. Invest in the moments that are yet to come, and your future self will thank you one.
A little surprise for Mac and iPhone users. Now you can easily share your photos, videos, and files to a Mac or iPhone. See, that was seamless. There's also a multi-screen connect, and with such a feature, you can control your Mac with the Oppo Android smartphone. Now that is something which you won't find in any other smartphone. Look how quick that is, and basically no lag. Basically. We can switch to a touchpad. You can see no lag. Mouse, if we wanted to. No lag. And a keyboard, Android keyboard, so you can search. Or maybe you want a PC keyboard
is also available. You can touch and scroll, also tap and open if you wanted to. Sharing is both ways. You can also share to your iPhone and other way around. Accept, and here you go, it's quick.
Music.
Wind against my face tonight. Past the shops with fading signs.
AI sound.
Freedom found in two small wheels. Breaking free from how life feels.
Alright, I think this is not the best sounding smartphone in the world, but really good.
So let's guide me home.
Do we see the line in the middle? If I do it under the high bright light, then yes you will, but normally you don't see it, and that is awesome. Also it has that anti-reflective coating which will provide you superior video quality. Battery life. You can see I didn't charge the device all the way to 100%, with the 50% of the battery lasts me a whole day. So carbon battery, I guess. It's awesome. They say it has the strongest hinge in the world. I won't test that, I love it too much. My personal smartphone. And that screen is, I didn't want to damage it. How do you compare it to Vivo X3 Fold, which was the king of the folds? You see, Vivo has a bit better camera, especially in the video. In photos, Oppo is a bit better. Those photos was crisp. Other than that, Oppo, better battery life, shockingly better screen, and all in all, I think this is a #1 foldable smartphone in the world. See you next video. A link in the description for both of them.